Rascona with you with another golf preview on this April 22nd, a Wednesday evening before we get into the Zurich Classic, the LPGA, and the Tour of Champions, the Seniors as well. No LIV tournament this weekend, which is, who cares at this point, right? The LIV is going to dissolve at the end of the season. We'll get right into it with the Zurich Classic this weekend. That's going to take place at TPC New Orleans. Now, this is going to be a team format. I discussed this on Monday. This will be a team format, the only PGA event that has a team format of the season where players will be paired together. So, what are the storylines this week at the Zurich Classic? Brooks Koepka and Shane Lowry. That's right, Brooks Koepka, after leaving the LIV Tour, will be teamed up with Shane Lowry. Shane Lowry, who was teamed up with Rory McIlroy for 5 years straight now, has found a replacement, and who better than Brooks Koepka? Now, this is a tournament where what's in it for the players? Because there's not a lot of big names out there this weekend that's going to play in this event. But Matthew Fitzpatrick, who just came off the win down at Harbour Town Golf Links for the RBC Heritage, he'll be in the field. Sahith Theegala will be in the field. Billy Horschel will be in the field. I'll get to my top plays in just a moment. But what are the storylines that are going to come into this week? Brooks Koepka and Shane Lowry will be paired together. You know why there's a storyline there? Brooks Koepka could be exempt from all FedEx Point signature events, basically, for the PGA. If he, with a win this week, he will get an exemption to all the PGA signature field events for this season, which is pretty surprising considering that he left LIV. So this is pretty big for Brooks Koepka, and you would think that Shane Lowry would want to help him out. The other storyline is Matthew Fitzpatrick will be teamed up with his brother. That's right, DP World Tour Alex Fitzpatrick. So the brother of Matthew Fitzpatrick will be with Alex Fitzpatrick. What's in it for the Fitzpatricks? Well, Alex Fitzpatrick can win his tour card, basically get his PGA Tour card with a team win this week down at the Zurich Classic. So that's something to look out for. Now, who are the betting favorites this week? Matthew Fitzpatrick and brother Alex Fitzpatrick are plus 1175 this week on the betting line. Brooks Koepka and Shane Lowry are right behind them at plus 1450. Another interesting pairing this week for me is Aaron Rai. He'll be teamed up with Sahith Theegala, okay, at plus 2150 to win the tournament. Also, a long shot pairing that I particularly like. Now, personal note, I'm not playing any of these this week. I'm going to be on a golf trip myself. Actually, freshly, just came off Bethpage today. Played Bethpage Red, shot an 82. So I just want to let you know if you're scoring at home, that was my score today at Bethpage Red. But Billy Horschel and Tom Hoagie are my long shots this week at plus 7,000. Now, I will not be playing this week. Like I said, I'll be on a golf trip. So if you want to make some plays, that's what you want to do. Those are my top plays if you feel like putting some shekels on it. The pairing for Brooks Koepka and Shane Lowry will be at 1:29 p.m. It's going to be a foursome that you're going to want to watch because Matthew Fitzpatrick and brother Alex Fitzpatrick are teamed up with Brooks Koepka and Shane Lowry. Tee time Thursday, 1:29. Let's get to the rules on the Zurich Classic this week. I know people turn on the golf and they're like, hey, what is this? I can't follow this. I don't know what's going on, right? I have no idea. Well, the first day will be a 4-ball format, which means on a 4-ball format, that is each player will have their own ball. They play their own ball all the way until the ball goes in the hole, and they take the top score. So if you and I were playing, right, and I shoot a 4 and you shoot a 5, it goes on the card as a team as a 4. That will be played on Thursday. That will be played on Saturday, okay? Now, foursome ball will be played on Friday and on Sunday. Foursome ball goes as follows, alternate shot. You tee the ball off, I hit the second shot. You hit your third shot in, I hit the putt. That's 4 strokes. That's a team score, par number 4 on the card. That's how it's going to work for the weekend at the Zurich. What's in it for the rest of the players that are out on the field? Well, they get an invitational exemption to all the invitational tournaments on the season, and they also get a 2-year exemption for the Players' Championship. So that's the wrap on the Zurich Classic. I hope you enjoy that. LPGA will be down in Houston this week at Memorial Park Golf Course. Fresh off her win, Hannah Green will be in the field, and she'll go against the runner-up, Se Young Kim, again in the field. Also an oldie but a goodie in the field down in Houston for the Memorial Park Golf at the Memorial Park Golf Course is Se Young Kim. That's the Chevron Championship for the LPGA. So if you want to tune into that, you could do that as well. The seniors also have a herky-jerky event this week. It's a points-based format. They'll be playing down at the Duluth, Georgia, which is the TPC Sugarloaf, and that will be the Mitsubishi, Electric Classic. Now, what I mean herky-jerky, all right, it's based on a point system. So an albatross, if you do get an albatross, 8 points. Hole-in-one, 8 points. If you get an eagle, 5 points. If you get a birdie, 2 points. If you get a par, 0 points. If you get a bogey, you lose a point. Double bogey or more, you lose 3 points. That's how it's going to work for the Senior PGA Tour, fresh off his win Stewart Sink last week. So listen, I'm going on a golf trip. I'm going up to Foxwoods. I'm playing Lake of Isles tomorrow on Thursday, and I'm also playing Mohegan Sun Country Club on Friday. I'll be back on Monday to wrap up the weekend. Hope you enjoy the golf. If you ever need to hit me up on social media, B_Rascona. That's B_RASCONA. Again, questions about LIV, questions about the PGA Tour, questions about the LPGA Tour, which I'm volunteering at, not next weekend, but the weekend after. I'll be a walking scorer at the LPGA Mizuho in northern New Jersey. So any questions you have, please hit me up again, B_Rascona. That's B_RASCONA. Enjoy the weekend, enjoy the golf, and I'll be back with you on Monday. Brian Rascona for the New York Sports Alumni Radio Network, and I'll see you on Monday. Hit 'em straight.